Okay, so after like 9.5, almost 10 weeks, somewhere around there, I finally retwisted my hair. Kind of ended the whole new growth type challenge situation. And I just wanted to come back and kind of update you, give you a few things I noticed, just a little information. So first, let me show you my hair. As you can see, I retwisted it. But what I ended up doing, because I didn't want to leave in the pins and also have somewhere to go, I would like retwist the section and put a rubber band around it, retwist the section, put a rubber band around it, and kept going till I got to the top. And up here, some of the hair is short, so I had to use a few hairpins, but it's almost like as if you were going to do a mohawk. So I'm going to turn and show you. Okay, that's the side. Okay, the back. And then the other side. I kind of used a few extra rubber bands just to keep them in place. And yeah, so let's see if I can, I'm gonna just try to zoom in a little. Wait, other way. All right. That way you can look and kind of see what it's looking like. You can definitely tell my color has grown out a whole lot. Oh wait, other way. There we go. Has grown out a whole lot since I colored it in, when did I color my hair? June, beginning of June. Okay, and it's November now, so I've had a lot of growth, a lot of black roots. I don't really know what I want to do with it. Right now, my biggest goal is just kind of to let my hair just chill and get it healthy and kind of just watch this progression of as it starts to look more like locks. So I don't know, I'm tempted to leave it alone, and I don't know, maybe the next time if I get it colored, I'll get it done professionally. I loved it this time, but I just want to make sure once it's fully locked that I'm good to it. So what else? So things that I noticed this past time, when I washed my hair, like today, earlier, it was a little bit more difficult to really get that shampoo down to my root. I did try something different. I diluted my shampoo. I put it in a spray bottle with distilled water and mixed the shampoo in there. Mix, and sprayed it on my scalp. It didn't really lather as much as I'd like to until I really sprayed it, and I had to really try to work it in there to get it actually on my scalp. But I felt my scalp like tingling, and I knew it was getting clean. But I will say it was easier to wash out. However, I still think I'm going to change my shampoo and my conditioner because this time when I was retwisting, I noticed a little bit of buildup. So it was probably, I'd say, out of my whole head, maybe 5 to 10 locks. So out of 140, it's not that bad, but still, like, I want to nip it in the bud now. So I'm thinking I'm going to switch shampoos and conditioners to one of the like the peppermint Castile one by Dr. Bronner, I think. Anyway, I'll let you know once I get it. I'll come and talk about how that changes. But I wanted to do that. I'm not sure about a conditioner yet, so I'm definitely open to suggestions if anybody has one. And if not that shampoo, you know, another natural shampoo, not so much buildup, that kind of thing. So yeah, so one thing I noticed during the New Growth Challenge, you definitely, once your hair starts getting poofy, you have to really make an effort to get your scalp clean. And you have to really pay attention to your scalp, because I did notice my scalp was getting a little dry and sometimes a little bit more difficult to notice because of all the new growth. What else? So yeah, I just would fix that by just moisturizing whenever I needed to. And that was another thing. And during the New Growth Challenge, I don't know, I really had a chance to pay attention to my hair. And I realized that, like, I guess it taught me that, I'm sorry, I know this video is all over the place, but I wanted to tell you this. It taught me to really pay attention to your hair and not be so ritualized. And what I mean by that is, you know, like before I did, and I know other people do, have this set schedule. Okay, I've got to wash this many times a month in this particular day. I've got to retwist this many times. I've got to moisturize this many times. I got to, you know, like, it's not really that deep. It's more important to pay attention to your hair and actually do what your hair needs when it needs. So for example, I used to only moisturize like 2 to 3 times a week, or let me stop. yeah, 2 to 3 times a week or every couple of days. But I found, like, since I've colored my hair and it's getting colder, that kind of thing, I need to moisturize every day, almost twice a day actually. And I will do that if that's necessary, whatever I need to do. Or even if, let's say, one week it's not time for a wash, but I need a hot oil treatment or I need something to boost the moisture in my hair, do it. I mean, it's not, the schedule is not so important as long as the health of your hair is being taken priority. Now that's to say, like, for example, before I was retwisting every 4 weeks. I have found that I don't really need that as much now that I'm over a year locked. My hair, there's not as much unraveling. And after 4 weeks, I'm okay as long as I'm taking care of my hair. So now I'm gonna try to kind of just retwist as I need it. I'm gonna try to do no more than maybe every 6 to 8 weeks. Like I said, this time I went like 9.5. And just that seems about my new limit, I guess you could say, before I start getting a little marrying at the roots and that kind of stuff. So like I said, 6 to 8 weeks, maybe 7 would be my key point where I would go ahead and retwist. But I've still been washing every couple of weeks as I feel like I need it. I'll moisturize as I need it. Also, let's see, Nugrowthchallenge taught me to appreciate my hair, to you know, really learn to love the locks despite it not being so perfectly, you know, neat, I guess you could say. Like, even now it's weird looking at my hair like, oh gosh, it's so like, it's so, I don't know, neat. So neat. I do miss this part of like not having so much volume because my hair had gotten so poofy to the point where it was difficult to even pull it up, and that's a little too much. So, yeah. Things that I did to help make it easier, I would definitely moisturize because that helps that hair lay down. I would sometimes use like flat twist or something in the front to kind of help tame the edges a little bit. Or, let me show you. I have been using this satin scarf. It's amazing. Any satin scarf you can get, just wet your hair slightly and just tie down your edges or tie down whatever area is giving you problems that normally you would fix by retwisting. Tie it down with one of these, and that seriously helps kind of maintain a more polished look, like what you're looking for. Another thing, I don't know if you guys have found this to be a problem, but these not rubber bands, but like scrunchies, they seem like they'd be pretty big, right? They work pretty well. Well, I tell you what, like, unless my hair is perfectly retwisted, no body, no volume, this doesn't work. Like, I can maybe put it around my hair one time, and then I still need bobby pins and such to make sure it stays in place, and it's just too tight. Even with as big as it stretches, it's too tight on my hair, especially if I've been 3 weeks past retwist. But one thing I use is this. This is actually part of a do-rag. I'm trying to think if my husband has his here. Hold on. Yeah, so basically what we did, this is his do-rag, right? So if you have a do-rag, take one, and then the side of the do-rag, the part that you used to tie, I cut that off, and I got this. This is actually a wonderful replacement for a scrunchie, and especially if you don't have the money to really invest in all those other lock accessories, because first of all, it's satin, and there's no real band or anything to it, or area that is going to pull at your hair, which is wonderful. Not to mention the fact that you can put it around your hair, let's say, and you can tie it to whatever tightness works for you, if that makes sense. So even if you have thick hair and it goes around like this much, you can tie it ever so slightly. You can tie it going underneath. You can wear it as a headband. It has so many purposes without putting so much strain and tension on your edges and everything else. So I really recommend doing that if you've been struggling with having to pull your hair back. That's been pretty cool too. What else? It's just been, I don't know, been pretty fun not having to retwist my hair. Today was a reminder of why I'm excited about not having to do it quite as much. But it's been kind of cool. I've gotten a chance to see my growth. You can't tell so much here, and I'm not going to take it down right now. I'm sorry. But maybe I can insert a picture once it dries and I take it down of maybe the change in length or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that's been pretty cool. Other than that, I don't know, my hair has been definitely blossoming. I can tell, I feel it looks a lot more like locks. Learning more about my hair, and I encourage each and every one of you just to try to learn about your hair, to learn what it needs, to listen to it. Like for example, for me, when I see that I have buildup, I'm listening to my hair and I'm gonna try to make adjustments. You know, whether it be the shampoo, conditioner, I'm gonna adjust maybe the method. I've been doing it in the shower, but since I don't have the little sprayer, I feel like I'm not getting as much of the shampoo and the buildup out of like my edges and the roots, and you know, so I'm gonna make adjustments. I might have to wash in the sink, or I might have to get a spray attacher. You know, just do whatever you need to do for your hair, to listen to it and make adjustments. Even if other people don't seem to be struggling, let's say with dryness in the scalp, that's something I deal with. Other people may not struggle with that as much, but you have to adjust for what works for your hair. And I think that's the most important. But I encourage each and every one of you, if you have not tried the whole New Growth Challenge thing, to do it. Give your hair a break, especially if you've been feeling a little tension. I was a little worried about some of my edges at first, but it's definitely not been a problem. I think this is going to help just strengthen them, and if you found like your hair thinning or anything like that, I think this will be a wonderful challenge for you. And just try different things, and try, you know, curly styles, braid outs, twist outs, all kinds of stuff, and that'll help you through. So this video is already longer than what I wanted it to be, so I'll probably be chopping up some pieces and taking some out of it. But I encourage you, keep moving forward, and thank you for watching my channel. And yes, have a blessed day. Bye.